after these degrees? What are you doing right now?
It helps the companies to compete in rest of the world. You should not allow to ship to the end client. It will be used as a good marketing tool for you.
And if you have that, that means you are different from other companies.
And if you have no knowledge, experience, you will never be able to attempt these exams. And
We are fake, false. Assalamu alaikum everybody, and welcome back to another podcast. And today we have very important guest here. Guess who? Well, let me just introduce a little bit. Actually, I saw him, and I have seen his activities and the way he conducts audit. He's basically a management system auditor, and the companies he's been auditing, the client satisfaction rate is very high, and the companies were quite satisfied. So I decided, why not just talk to that person and let's see what we can learn from him, and let's dig deeper into his journey to this point. Well, his name is Mr. Danish Ashraf. So let's welcome Mr. Danish. So let's start. So we are going to be starting with your education and, from that. So what have you studied?
I am graduated in business administration from the University of Gujarat, and after that I done my master in business administration with the specialization in finance. And after getting the education, I started my career as a trainer for different management systems, like how to manage the store, how to run a production, how to manage the people working in the different facilities. And after 1.5 years, I participated in different auditing courses.
Well, that's quite fascinating. So you've got your master's in finance.
Yes.
Okay. So your bachelor's was in?
Also in finance.
Okay, so you did your bachelor's in finance and then master's in finance as well.
Yes.
And right now you are an MBA.
Yes.
Well, that's quite nice. So what is your current status? So what do you think after these degrees? What are you doing right now?
I'm associated with the different multinational companies which are involved in the different inspections, auditings, and certifications for different management systems and labor standards.
Well, that is quite nice. Can you please elaborate inspection and whatever you are saying?
I do inspections for the products, different products like sports goods, surgical instruments, and sportswear, garments, etc. This is the product inspection. Basically, I perform the pre-shipment product inspections, the goods which are later, after my inspection, export to the European countries.
Okay.
And this is the inspection. And that second, I do audits of different management systems. The main the auditing standard that I do, which is the labor welfare standard, which is called social certifications. इसके अलावा मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स में क्वालिटी मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स है, इन्वायरमेंट है और हेल्थ एंड सेफ्टी का, जिसको हम 9001, 14000, 45000 कहते हैं. ये भी यूरोपियन कंट्रीज़ की रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं, और जो ब्रांड्स होते हैं जो बाहर इंपोर्ट करते हैं प्रोडक्ट्स, उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स हैं. तो इधर फैसिलिटीज़ को इसकी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करनी होती है. इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के बाद उनकी ऑडिट होती हैं, फिर उनको सर्टिफिकेशन मिल जाती है इस चीज़ की.
Diving deeper into the point called inspection. So since it's Sialkot and import and export, it's very common in here. I think this business is quite at peak in here.
Yes.
Because export rate is quite high from Sialkot, especially in surgical and sports.
Yes.
So it must be, so you go to those companies and there, whatever they produce, you go inspect that.
Yes.
Then how does that inspection help the company?
It helps the company as well as the buyers which are buying the products from far away location, that it ensures the quality of the products.
Okay. So that also builds trust in them.
Yes.
Okay. So for that inspection, do you provide the certificate?
For inspection, I provide inspection reports,
Okay.
which includes the product details, product visuals, and the faults that I found during the inspections, and the quality of the product and specifications of the product and the packaging. The report details the specifications of all the product measurements, weight, and quality.
You know that not all the companies are very good. Most
Yes.
of them produce low quality products.
Yes.
So, Europe requires the certificate and it has a requirement that the product must be good.
Yes.
So what they require the proof, and for sure they're gonna give that report that you give to them. So when they produce low quality products, how do you deal with that?
Different standards we use to inspect the products and to ensure the compliance of the facilities. Like for the product inspections, we generally use the acceptable quality limit, which is the inspection standard,
Okay.
which states that you should have to check the 10% of the products from the total produced products,
Okay.
and from which if you found 4% of the minor faults, the product shipment should be hold and it will be considered failed.
Okay.
And for the major fault, if you found 2.5% major faults in the total produced products, then you should not allow to ship to the end
Okay.
client, because it is the standards set by European countries that you must comply with the standards of the ACAL, that is 4% major minor and 2.5% major faults.
Okay. So, like, if that company, as you said about the requirement, does not fulfill that, then you will give them report, but that will not be accordingly.
Yes, we share the reports with the end client, and
Okay.
then client and the manufacturer decides what to do next.
Okay. So, actually, that person trusts you.
Yes.
And on the base of your report, they consider whether they want to consider that company or not.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's quite nice. And what about the audits you said? How do they help a company?
Audits, yes. Audit, I do two different types of audit. One is the labor social welfare standards, and the
Okay.
second one is the management system standards. Management system standards is purely related to the product quality
Okay.
and workplace environment. It helps the companies to produce the quality products as well as provide a good work environment to the workers which are working in the facilities. And the second one, the major audits that I do is the social welfare standards, like with different membership like SADEX, BSCIS 8000. These are the membership social, and it helps the companies to compete in rest of the world. It is a unique certification. It is edge the companies has, that if you market the product with the social labor standards logos in the Europe, or if you go in the exhibitions to market your product, it will be used as a good marketing tool for you. You can capture a good clients, you can capture a good brands if you have a social certification. Social certification based on the social welfare and labor welfare standard, it ensures the companies, that company is providing a good environments, good wages and benefits to the workers, good work environment. It has good health and safety arrangements in the facilities, and there is no discrimination in the facility. So clients attracted to the companies who has the social standards, and it is also very good marketing tool for the company if they have social certifications.
Well, if you're listening, then you must know that the social certificate is very important. as you just listen to him, that actually defines the quality of your product. And if you have that, that means you are different from other companies and you will be chosen first from among them. So that's quite important. I never thought living in Pakistan that there were so many things that our companies are also following, because it is always said that we do not actually work very good. We are fake, false. Even some of the countries say we do not want the products from this country because they are not good. But I think that if you, after this certification and the way he's saying, the things they check, like management system, product quality, and if you've got faults, your shipment will be beholden. I think it provides a full security, and then the countries can trust us and they can purchase products from us. Okay, well, that's quite nice. But I have a question here. You've studied masters in finance, bachelor's in finance. Like, how did you just came into this field?
I started internship in one of the company which is producing at that time the FIFA football, the footballs which used in the World Cup.
MashaAllah.
And at the time, by luck, my internship was in audit department.
Okay.
At that time, I feel that it is very interesting jobs, and it is job like that you would never be a bore. It is very interesting. You meet different peoples, you see different products. By doing this job, I have seen each and everything that we use in a daily life. The biscuits we eat, I like the packaging, like rice, food industry. I visited each and every sector of the products and the products that we daily use. I have seen everything, so it created much interest for me. So I decided to choose this line as a profession.
So it shows that auditors are usually very respected.
Yes.
And you are treated well when you go to factories and companies.
It is a very respectful job. People give you a respect, and you, by doing this job, you can get more knowledge, more, you can say, it is very interesting and very knowledgeable field.
And since I have been studying about this, what I have seen that every day new amendment is made.
Yes.
There is always something new is coming. And as you see recently, the company, I think the owner was changed when it was changed to MTVO or something.
Yes.
So the company's owner changed and the entire system just changed.
Yes.
And you guys just got trainings and were in rush and just learning and what is new, and you just got trained yourself into this.
Yes.
And this shows that you have to study and you still study about this.
Yes, this field is very interesting. Like it is a continuous struggle, and knowledge and learning is involved in this field. That on each day, new regulations, new standards, new laws implemented by the rest of the world. So you need to keep yourself updated with these applicable regulatory standards. So you need to study on a regular basis.
Yes, I see there is another person that I'm associated with. He's almost 40 above and he still studies about it now. He's taking the courses, he's giving the test, and it's sometimes so much funny to me because he's an old man and he's still giving tests like we kids do.
Yes.
Okay, so it shows that actually your fate brought you to this field.
Yes.
Because of your internship and you got your interest and you did that. Well, that's quite nice. And now you've got a great knowledge into this. So how many years have been in this field?
Approximately now 10 years I am working as a auditor, and I'm working in this field. Approximately 10 years I've spent it in the industry.
Okay. So have you had any experience with foreigners or people?
Yes. One of the section of our work is provide the different consultancies regarding different management systems in different companies, and many of the companies, the buyers send their representative, which are foreigners, to the companies to inspect the effectiveness of their systems.
Okay.
So, as a consultant, we face these foreigners as a management system consultant, as a representatives of the local companies to the foreigners.
Can you please explain what is management system consultant?
Management system consultant main work is to provide the services to develop the factory management system, which is related from cutting to packing, that how the company will purchase the products, how will production will be controlled, how the inspections will be performed, and all the associated related documents, how the company will handle the complaints of the clients, etc. It includes different clauses of how to purchase and how to inspect and how to dispatch the products. Management system is a complete system that ensures the quality of the product.
Okay. So you help the companies with like marketing and how they do that entire.
We provide services in the companies to develop the management system, internal management system, and controls how the productions will be carried out with the associated documentation and identifications and different. We create different procedures for all the process related to the productions.
So like when you said the foreigners come as the inspection, so that becomes easy for them to see like how.
If when we provide the consultancy, the effectiveness of the company's management systems improved. So companies representing their management system ensures that the foreigner, when inspect foreigners in the company, then the management systems of the companies inspected by the foreigners,
The reputation increases.
ऐसे कह लें.
That builds up and the trust, and the company also gets more orders.
Ensure compliance.
Okay, get it. So it is quite, I think it's a field that has so many things inside it. And if you get deeper, still you need time to understand things.
Yes.
And still we are not discussing in detail. Everything he said, every word, that also has its own types. Inspection has its types. Audits, there are so many different types of audits. He is actually a social welfare labor auditor and as well as management system auditor, and he helps the companies with compliance. I remembered you also said you provide trainings. So what kind of trainings?
Trainings to the workers, that if any operation in the regulatory standards come, then we provide a training and different how we provide a training like how to manage the store, how to perform the inspections, how to manage the customer complaints, and etc. Different topics. We provide trainings related to the local industry and manufacturing and dealing clients, etc.
Well, whatever you just said, these are very important key factors for a company.
Yes.
Like the way you communicate with your clients and how you respond to them, that's quite important.
Yes.
So now we are gonna be discussing. So that was your professional life, and it's nice. Now I'm gonna be talking like, how did you get all this knowledge? Like, how did you get into this? What are the courses you did? How did you train yourself?
The main is the experience that you get by visiting different industry sectors, by meeting with different types of peoples, and by seeing different manufacturing facilities. One is the experience, and the second one is the training courses that are related to the social standards like SA 1000 lead auditor course I have done, and I have done different management system lead auditor course. IRC approved courses like lead auditor for 9001, lead auditor for 13485, that is specifically for the medical devices, and 14,000 that is related to the environment, and one standard is 45,001 that is related to the health and safety. And after getting these, if you are a new student and want to choose this field as a profession, then after doing these all certification, one is the social welfare standard association now
Yes.
implemented in 2023, that you should join this association, and this association will examine your knowledge and experience, and then they will enroll you in the social welfare association, and after that you should have to attempt 3 exams, which is very difficult. So one is oral exam and one is an interview that you should have to give, and it also very expensive courses these are, and if you have no knowledge experience, you will never be able to attempt these exams. अगर आप इसको इन एग्ज़ाम्स को अटैम्प्ट करके क्लियर नहीं करेंगे तो आपकी ऑडिटिंग फील्ड, आप एज अ ऑडिटर सर्वाइव मार्केट में नहीं कर सकते। पहले तो ऐसे होता था कि कोई भी जिसने ट्रेनिंग कोर्स किए हैं वो एज अ ऑडिटर आप ऑडिट परफॉर्म कर सकता है, लेकिन 2023 के बाद एक एसोसिएशन है सोशल की, उन्होंने वो उसकी मेंबरशिप कंपलसरी हो गई है। उसकी कंपलसरी के बाद आपने उनके एग्ज़ाम अटैम्प्ट करने हैं, तो फिर आप एज अ ऑडिटर अपने आप को मार्केट में सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं, वरना अभी मुश्किल होता जा रहा है।
Yes, I heard that there were people like who just had some courses and they were auditing, but now it has changed.
Yes, and even वो लोग जो एज काफ़ी इनकी हो गई है, वो अब वो इन एग्ज़ाम को अटैम्प्ट नहीं कर सके,
Okay.
तो वो एलिजिबल नहीं रहे अब ऑडिटिंग फील्ड में।
Okay, so now they have age limit as well.
No, age limit not. To attempt the exam, you need enough time to study.
Okay, I get it. So they've made it more competitive.
Yes.
So what do you think? How much is the competition in this field? How many people want this field and want to join it?
Actually, most of the people don't know about this field.
Okay.
This field is a very unique field, and most of the people have no idea about this field. But this field is very interesting. But you should have to do much study. It is very interesting field. इसके अलावा आपको इसमें स्टडी की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, आपको इसमें एक्सपोजर की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी इंडस्ट्री के, और at some extent it is a very difficult field.
You need skills, of course.
Yes,
you need communication skills, and the way you have to always changing yourself with the knowledge and trend.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell the difference in between CAs, chartered accountants? They also do auditing.
It is a totally different. It is related to the finance and cash inflow and outflow, and this field is related to the production, product quality, work environment, worker welfare and facilities, overall work environment.
Well, I have seen some CAs, and there were some students as well. They said that we did CA because it is also highly reputable.
Yes.
Okay, and as well as they want to audit in future. So how is that CA, chartered accountants, associated with this field?
They do, and we do the same auditing, but the standard, the main content of the auditing is different.
Okay.
So, but well, it is a very respectable job because you go like a policeman, you go like a watchdogs and inspectors, and then definitely you get
they need to respect it because
Yes.
you're gonna make that report, you are gonna give them the certificate,
Yes.
and if you did something, like if you found a fault, then that client in abroad, that is not gonna trust them for sure, because
Yes.
he's got some money to spend on and he's not gonna spend on them.
Yes.
Okay. So here's another question. So what do you think? The practical life, does that teach you more, or the books you read in university?
Definitely practical life teach you more, and you see the different perspective. Books are totally different from the practical life.
Really? So I have a question. I'm a student as well, studying in university. Just tell me, is it really necessary to go for a degree, or we should also just start working?
Degree is a necessity because it makes you a more fast learner. If you have a degree, you can learn the things more fastly as compared to the people who do not have a degree or any professional qualification. So degree creates you ethics, manners, professionalism, and makes you a फास्ट लर्नर इफ़ यू लर्न फास्ट यू आप फिर अगर आप फास्ट लर्नर हैं तो आप जल्दी तरक्की भी कर जाएंगे, लर्निंग भी कर जाएंगे, और आप बहुत सारी चीज़ों को डिफरेंट तरीके से देखना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं. तो शॉर्टकट तो लाइफ का कोई भी नहीं है. आपको एक्सपीरियंस भी चाहिए, आपको प्रोफेशनल एजुकेशन भी चाहिए. तो उसके लिए डिग्री कम से कम ग्रेजुएशन तो होनी चाहिए. उसके बाद आपको अपनी वर्किंग स्टार्ट कर देनी चाहिए. बहुत ज़्यादा मैं नहीं रिकमेंड करूँगा आप एमफिल करें या हायर एजुकेशन की तरफ जाएं, लेकिन बेसिक आपकी ग्रेजुएशन तक एजुकेशन आपके पास होनी चाहिए.
Nowadays, there are so many people, especially it started from Corona, that they say that education is not important. They say that reading books on your own and learning some skills, that is what gives you something, and money is something that you need to survive. So they say, why you are spending your time in studying, rather you go outside and work and do something like. So do you think, are they saying right, or we should study first and then go for that?
They are right at some extent. You should have to study in a parallel. You should have to develop your skills. You should have to start your first steps towards your professional life as well. If you go parallel with the study as well as the professional life, you will grow more and you will succeed much as compared to the others who first do a study and then start their प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, क्योंकि वो लेट हो गए होते हैं थोड़े से. आप अगर अपनी स्टडी के दौरान ही अपनी दूसरी स्किल्स भी डेवलप कर रहे हैं, कोई काम भी कर रहे हैं, तो वो आपको ज़्यादा फ्रूटफुल है एज़ कम्पेयर टू कि आप पहले स्टडी कंप्लीट करें और उसके बाद इसकी तरफ आएँ.
So what is the advice that you would give to young people? Like, what should they do and how should they train themselves for the next practical life that's coming?
The simple and the short answer, there's no shortcut for anything.
Okay.
आपको एक स्टेप्स हैं, उनको फॉलो करते हुए ही आप लर्न भी कर सकते हैं, अर्न भी कर सकते हैं, ग्रो भी कर सकते हैं. जब आप शॉर्टकट्स की तरफ जाएंगे तो फिर आप अपना भी लॉस करेंगे, अपने एसोसिएटेड लोगों का भी लॉस करेंगे, और वो फिर इन द एंड उसका रिजल्ट ज़ीरो हो जाता है.
So that was so nice meeting you, Mr. Danish, and I believe we have learned so many things today. We are introduced to the new beautiful field called auditing, and since he just told his experience how good it is, and I actually brought him here because there were so many people, clients were highly satisfied the way he educate them. He provide them trainings, he provide consultancies, he educate people the same way he did to you as well. So if you guys are interested, you can reach him as well. and he provides all that stuff. He also will help you with your companies, and you can excel in your businesses as well. And he also gave a very beautiful advice at the end, and I believe I'm gonna follow that as well. So do you want to say anything at last to the people?
बता तो दी है, अब तो क्या करना है.
So that's all from my side. Allah Hafiz and bye bye.